Hello everyone. Hope you are safe at home and enjoying the online classes. Today we are going to start our new chapter, the American Civil War. Before starting the American Civil War, I will give you the brief introduction of United States of America. As we have done earlier also, United States of America were born in 1783 after an independent war against Britain, which started in 1776 Declaration of Independence. The new country expanded towards west by conquering lands where Indian Americans lived for centuries under other European or American powers' sovereignty. 65. The American Civil War was the result of decades of sectional tension between the North and the South. The roots of the Civil War can be traced by increasing differences between North and the South and their growing divergence as the 19th century progressed. I will give you the brief introduction of this North and South. The North was more populated and industrialized, opposed slavery and wanted to preserve the Union. The South, with abundant slave, black population that worked in the cotton fields, wanted to maintain slavery and secede from the United States. Causes of the war. The fight between abolitionists and slave states. Abolitionist means was the movement to end the slavery. Slavery in United States first began in Virginia in 1619. Conflict grew in the 19th century between the northern and the southern states over the issue of slavery. The northern states were against slavery, whereas southern states supported it. As the north became more industrialized because of poor lands in south was the other way round, the slaves were many more in the south, where they lived in agriculture, mainly cotton plantation, and therefore depended on slaves. The northern slave states wanted to abolish slavery and give black men human rights. In the other hand, the southern states were pro-slavery because, as said before, they needed slaves to work on their plantations. Second reason, economic and social difference between the North and the South. By 1860, the US was composed of 18 free states, mainly in the North, and 15 slave states, mainly in the South. Industry and finance dominated in the North, and the South concentrated on farming, in particular on the production of cotton, tobacco, and sugar for export to Europe. And the northern states favored raising tariff to protect their new growing industries. On the other hand, agricultural southern states opposed new tariff because this would make goods costlier. The felling itself became the northern states, and the southern states ran high on the question of tariff. Third reason, the election of Abraham Lincoln. In the tense situation, the election for the new president of the USA was held in 1860s. Formed in 1854 as an anti-slavery party, the Republicans nominated Abraham Lincoln, who promised to emphasize on industrialization, education, and economic development. Lincoln, who was a staunch opponent of slavery, was elected as the president of the USA. The victory of the Republican candidate Abraham Lincoln was considered as the victory of the Northerns, which much to the dislike of the Southern. It was a victory for the anti-slavery movement and a defeat for the pro-slavery elements. And this caused the beginning of the Civil War. The war was bloody, violent war which devastated the US. More than 60,000 people died either in the battle or disease. The event that triggered war came at Fort Sumter in Charleston Bay on April 12, 1861, when the Confederate Army opened fire on the Federal garrison and forced it to lower the American flag and surrender. In order to deal with the situation, President Lincoln issued Emancipation Proclamation, which made all the slaves free. The Confederate Army got initial success, but turning point came in July 1863. when the Federal Army won the Battle of Gettysburg. Here is the summary of the war. March 1861, Lincoln takes the charge of the President of the USA and in the inaugural speech declares illegal the succession of the 7 cotton states. Then 21st April 1861, days after the succession of the South Carolina, the Confederate Army moves to Fort Sumter in the same state. The bombardment results in the first victory of the Confederacy. The Union recovers the force with extreme cruelty days after the Virginia, Arkansas, North Carolina decide to join the Confederacy. The South finances the war with their commercial relationship with European countries. They fight in the Confederacy's territory for their independence of the USA. The Confederate Army wins the majority of the battles. And 1st January 1863, Lincoln doesn't accept the independence of the Confederacy and writes the Emancipation Proclamation, means he made all the slaves free. The leaders of the Confederates are angry because of Lincoln's attitudes and the Confederate armies moves to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, territory of the Union. 1st to 3rd July 1860, Gettysburg marks the turning point of the American Civil War. The Union beats up the CSA between 46,000 and 51,000 casualties. At the same time in which Gettysburg events take place, the Union takes Vicksburg, Mississippi. From now on, the Union controls the Mississippi Valley and the territory of the Confederacy is divided in two. The Union focused their attacks on Virginia 2nd April 1865. Some Confederate generals moved from Richmond, the capital of the Confederacy. 9th April 1865. The Confederate Army finally surrenders in Appomattox, Virginia. 15th April 1865, Lincoln's murdered by a radical supporter of the Confederacy. So this is all about the American Civil War. And when on November 19, 1863, 4 months after the Battle of Gettysburg, a ceremony was held at the site in Pennsylvania to dedicate a cemetery for the Union dead. The battle had been a Union victory, but at a great cost. Lincoln's 3 minutes long Gettysburg address defined the significance of the Civil War for the American people. He described the war as a momentous chapter in the global struggle for self-government, liberty, and equality. Lincoln told the crowd that the nation would have a new birth of freedom and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, and shall not perish from the earth. He stated that Union had to remain dedicated to the great task remaining before us with increased devotion to that cause for which the dead had given the last full measure of devotion. So in his short address, Lincoln honored fallen dead and framed those soldiers' sacrifices and the war itself as necessary to the survival of the nation. And we will do the consequences of the war. More than 6 lakh Americans lost their lives and other great numbers were severely injured. $8,000 million lost. The federal government is imposed over the states 13, 14 and 15th Amendments of the Constitution which abolish slavery and gives equal rights to Afro-American citizens. Industry is imposed in the USA which turns it into the main industrial power. Decreases of the cotton trading from the South. Southern violent ideological groups. So these are the consequences of the war. Hope you enjoyed the American Civil War session. Stay happy, stay blessed, stay home. Thank you.